I wanted to do this trick from Skate 3 in real life, so after warming up, I started doing some ollies and nose grabs out of this bank to feel it out. Now honestly, the trick itself wasn't too hard as long as I got a good nose grab. The part that I struggled with the most was not kicking out my leg as far as I wanted to, and since I was struggling with doing it out on the bank, I figured why not try it on flat ground. Now I soon found out that I wasn't doing it much better on flat than out the bank, so this is just going to be a trick that I'm going to have to improve on over time, which is okay, but let me know what trick I should try next. I wanted to 50-50 grind down this hubba. Now, to my surprise, it wasn't nearly as scary as I thought it was going to be. The hard part turned out to be after I got a few and started to add a feeble stall after it, because I had to figure out the right amount of speed, which didn't take very long either, thankfully. However, I wanted to learn pop shove it rewind, so after doing a few pop shove it's, I started going for it. Now I have done this trick a long time ago, but that didn't seem to help out at all. It was actually a lot harder than the first time I learned it, and I'm not sure why. Now I ended up trying a bunch of different things to get myself to land it, but the only thing that I found that worked was just trying it over and over and over again until eventually a couple of them worked out. This was the first session I had without my knee brace, and the knee itself felt pretty solid, but at the same time also kind of naked because I didn't have my knee brace on. The hard part was my brain still thought I should be wearing the knee brace, and that caused a lot of unnecessary anxiety, making skating a lot harder, at least until the tail end of the session to where it started to calm down a little bit, but I'm still not back to normal yet. Hopefully over the next few sessions I'll get my confidence back and can skate just like I was before the injury. I wanted to do a varial flip on this bank, so after doing a bunch of aerial flips on flat and a couple pop shove-its, I started going for it. Now I knew I was going to have to lean back a little bit because of the bank, and I didn't have too much trouble with that. The two main problems that I ran into were 1, a bit of nerves, which went away the first time I landed on the board. Then 2, I kept on putting too much weight on my heels, so to fix that I had to put a bit more of my front foot on the board and make sure I took some weight off my heels so the board could stay under me and I could ride away. However, I wanted to lift slide this mini handrail, so after doing a bunch on this flat bar and one on this ledge rail thing, I started going for it. Now the thing that helped me out the most was actually just changing the way I went about it, because at first I was kind of rushing and just tossing myself at the rail hoping it would just work out. Then after a bit of time I started to only go for it if I knew I was going to be able to commit to it, and from there I was able to get on the rail a lot more consistently and then could start to figure out where my weight needed to be to make it happen. However,
I want to manual cross this entire thing into that bank over there. Let's see how hard it is. Oh, too much weight on the back foot. Oh, too much weight on the front foot. Oh, come on. Ah. It turns out I just need to go slower. I need to work on skating faster.
I wanted to front 180 into this bank, so after doing a couple into this much mellower one, I hit a quick ollie and started going for it. Now I knew I was going to have to land into the bank with some weight on my back foot, which only took me a couple of tries to get myself to do that. Then from there I could start working on going faster, which is how. I wanted to backside 180 into this bank, so I started out trying it on the smaller one first. Now it did give me a bit of trouble, so I made sure to deploy a few of them before heading over here where I ran into the same problem, not getting enough weight on my back foot. To fix that, I started focusing on trying to keep my front leg bent a little bit so my back wheels would land into the ramp first. Within a few tries of doing that, I started working out and I was able to do it pretty consistently, which is how.